Welcome back. So as a result of my gaffe this morning, I'm doing a career video on the playing career of Chris Drury, the current general manager of the New York Rangers. He was drafted in 1994, 72nd overall by the Quebec Nordiques. Before he makes his debut in the National Hockey League, the team has moved to Denver to become the Colorado Avalanche. His brother, Ted, played in the NHL as well, and his nephew is currently in the NHL playing for the Carolina Hurricanes, none other than Jack Drury. So Chris Drury makes his debut with Colorado in 98-99, and that's after a very successful career for himself in the NCAA playing for Boston University. So 79 games played that first year, 20 goals, 24 assists, 44 points. He wins the Calder that year. So he's a Calder Trophy winner, and in the playoffs he had 6 goals, 2 assists for 8 points in 19 games. Now, this is at a time where Colorado has a lot of depth, a lot of talent, and there's another young star being added to the team. And this was a team that already had a lot of stars. So 99-2000 plays 82 games with Colorado, 20 goals again, but adds 47 assists. So 67 points overall in the playoffs, 17 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. So this is at a point, too, where the Avalanche go on long runs in the playoffs, and it's basically expected. There's no such thing as an early exit with the Avs at this point, and 2000-2001 is no different. Plays 71 games that year, sets a new career high with 24 goals to go with 41 assists for 65 points. In the playoffs, in 22 games, 11 goals, 5 assists, 16 points, and wins the Stanley Cup. And by winning that Stanley Cup, he became the first player in history to win both the Hobey Baker Award and the Stanley Cup. 1998, he wins the Hobey Baker, goes to Denver, and in 2001, he wins the Stanley Cup. So that's pretty good. You know, over 3 years, he won himself some trophies, and I'm sure that he enjoyed that quite a bit. And there's a Calder in between. Now, in 2001-2002, plays 82 games, 21 goals, 25 assists, 46 points. So his numbers drop. And then in 2002, the Avs go on another long run, 21 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. But they don't end up winning another Stanley Cup in 2002. And instead, on October 1st, Chris Drury is traded. He is traded just before the season begins to the Calgary Flames with Stefan Yell for Dean McCammond, Derek Morris, and Jeff Shantz. So big trade there, and one that I think Calgary wins that one, to be honest. So in 2002-2003, what would be his only season in Calgary, 80 games, 23 goals, 30 assists, 53 points. Very reliable with goal scoring, between 20 and 24 goals. And this is during an era where we're not seeing as many goals being scored, right? So 20, 24, that's your equivalent now to 25 to 30. So he only spends 1 year in Calgary. He ends up being traded again. July the 3rd, so the offseason gets rolling and Calgary trades him with Steve Bajan in exchange for Reinprecht and Warner. So Steven Reinprecht and Todd Warner. Buffalo wins this trade. Just going to throw that out there. I think Buffalo wins this trade. His first year in Buffalo, 2003-2004, 76 games, 18 goals. So the first time that he had failed to hit 20 goals, 35 assists, 53 points. So honestly, pretty solid season. Same points total as the year before. So 04-05, well, the lockout takes care of that. There isn't an 04-05. So we go into the era of the salary cap and the Buffalo Sabres being pretty darn good. 05-06 with Buffalo, plays 81 games, has 30 goals to go with 37 assists for 67 points. In the playoffs, 9 goals, 9 assists, 18 points in 18 games. So remarkable run. Buffalo goes on a nice long run there. They don't go back to the final where they were in 99, but still, pretty decent run. 06-07, a great year for Buffalo. They win the President's Trophy that year, and Drury plays his role. 77 games, 37 goals, 32 assists, 69 points. Arguably his best season in the National Hockey League. In the playoffs, 16 games, 8 goals, 5 assists, 13 points, and he's 4th in Selke voting. Now, you would think that a season like that where Buffalo wins the President's Trophy and things go well and they go on a long run would be remembered fondly. But it's kind of a bittersweet moment because it was well known that Drury and others were going to be leaving Buffalo as free agents. And so he does. July the 1st of 2007, he signs as a free agent with the New York Rangers, which players have been wanting to do for a long time. There's been guys going to the Rangers as long as I've watched hockey. And before the salary cap era, you went to the Rangers to make your money too. So he signs as a free agent July the 1st, and that first year with the New York Rangers plays 82 games, 25 goals, 33 assists, 58 points. So he's not scoring like he did in Buffalo, but the Rangers aren't Buffalo. There's different systems, different lines, and different setups. In the playoffs, in 10 games, he adds 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points. So 2008-2009 rolls around. He's captain of the team now. 81 games, 22 goals, 34 assists, 56 points. Still, very reliable scoring throughout his career, right? He has a couple of really good years in Buffalo, but in general, that 55 to 60 point range is pretty reliable. In the playoffs, he adds 1 goal in 6 games. 2009-2010, the scoring drops a bit. 77 games, 14 goals, 18 assists, 32 points. No playoffs for him that year either. So for the New York Rangers, they're pretty happy with Drury, to be honest. In fact, there were discussions in 2011 about how, they were ready to extend him and keep him around for quite some time. However, it came out that he had a degenerative condition in his left knee, and that would probably cost him his career, essentially. Plays only 24 games in 2010-2011, has 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. So the left knee definitely causing him problems with his production. In the playoffs, only the 1 assist in 5 games. And so rather than the Rangers looking at signing him well beyond 2012 and up until 2018, wherever they would have thought he would have finished off, his career unceremoniously has ended as he retires August 19th. And I believe they bought out the last year of his contract as well. So Chris Drury ends up retiring with 892 games played in the regular season, 255 goals, 360 assists for 615 points. In the playoffs, 135 games, 47 goals, 42 assists, 89 points. He won silver for Team USA at 2002 and 2010 Olympics. He won bronze at the 2004 World Championships, again representing USA. He had the most goals in Boston University men's ice hockey history with 113. So very good goal scorer in the NCAA. And he was also a winning pitcher, the 1989 Little League World Series. He played various sports. He was very good at a lot of sports. Chose hockey because rumor has it that's where he could get his full scholarship at BU. So made the option to go with hockey. Plus, I'm sure his brother playing hockey and doing well may have inspired him as well. And it is interesting because, Little League World Series, there are Major League Baseball players that come out of that Little League World Series. So as a winning pitcher, maybe Drury could have been a Major League Baseball pitcher if he had chose to go that route. Instead, he goes to hockey, makes a pretty good living at it. He became the Rangers' assistant general manager in September of 2016 and became the GM on May the 5th of 2021 when there was a house cleaning at the top of the New York Rangers organization. And I think Drury's done a good job since then with the New York Rangers. So that's why we're Rangers, even though he won his Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche. Well, he's trying to win one with the Rangers, and he's been part of that organization for a long time. So I felt like Rangers was the right team to wear. There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.